the current economic situation is because the APC failed are in office via the party APC. And you detail a couple of other things, like for instance, the Vanguard newspaper has the caption, "Our democracy not viral if it fails to deliver prosperity to the people." However, looking at the press statement or the broadcast by the president today, he extolled heroes and heroines of the past, those who have died, those who are still alive. He extolled all of them and talked about how important it was the sacrifice to put in to achieve democracy. But then he also talked about how it was going to put in as much to ensure that going further, that we the people would enjoy the dividends of democracy. That's like the summary of the speech, even though some people have got some kind of problem with that speech. But he said that he's going to do everything within his capacity, everything possible to ensure that we enjoy the dividends of democracy. But however, these first phases of his administration would be a resetting phase, in the sense that they will be resetting a lot of the things that have gone wrong, and he's asking Nigerians to sacrifice, and that the sacrifice will give birth to a prosperous future. All right, so that's basically the summary. If there's anything I didn't mention, you can help me mention that, because I'm trying to race against time. Even the governor of Rivers State had a Democracy Day address, and he talked about defending the interest of Rivers people and ensuring their comfort. Governor Fubara said this today as Nigeria marks Democracy Day. He restated his commitment to unity, prosperity, and the principles of democratic governance. According to him, it is only proper to continue to appreciate past heroes and those who fought for a democratic regime. He also urged Nigerians to celebrate the enduring spirit of a democracy and the progress made under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All right, so that's I want to be very sure that I've covered the presidential speech before I ask my first question. Just give me a minute there. I just want to be very sure. All right, I don't really. Oh yeah. He mentioned, and this is really interesting for me. He mentioned the fact that he would soon send a bill to the National Assembly, and the bill has to do with the minimum wage, which is the question I want to ask. That sending a bill to the National Assembly, does it mean Labour has agreed to whatever the federal government proposed? I don't know, because there is not so much noise about minimum wage anymore, and the president is saying that he's arrived at something. He's going to send it very soon to the National Assembly. And by the way, the National Assembly has gone on a recess. Is it the National Assembly or the Senate now has gone on a recess, which means that there will be no deliberations till the 2nd of July. So the minimum wage conversation would linger for a while. It would get up until July the 2nd, because the Nation newspaper is reporting that the Senate, I want to believe, has gone for recess and will reconvene the 2nd of July. All right, so I wonder how that will play out. I wonder what the minimum wage would look like. I wonder if Labour has agreed to the minimum wage. Still looking at the speech. I'm looking at the entire speech of the president just to see that I did a good job at summarizing what he had said earlier today. Okay. He said he would also continue to the tenets of democracy, because he also fought for democracy and he's a beneficiary of democracy. So he would ensure that Nigerians continue to enjoy democracy, freedom of speech, and all of that stuff. And there will be no militarization, or there will be no viceroys. I think he used that word. It would not use the viceroys of the narrow interest of the mind, he said. So yeah, it's going to be a government for the people, by the people, and of the people. And my question to you is, 25 years and counting, how would you describe Nigeria's democracy? And then the second one is, with the bill, minimum wage bill, not being transmitted to the National Assembly, or soon to be transmitted to the National Assembly, have they agreed? What's your take on it? Are we being kept in the dark as it relates to these agreements? I'd like to hear from you, but just to make sure I've covered all the ground, because this is a very big story. Okay, so it's time for me to move on now to the next big story, and it has to do with politics in Rivers State. So I'm going to quickly run through that story. So yeah, was it on Monday? Reports emerged, reports of what happened over the weekend, and part of that was Amaechi coming out to say, hey, the people who have moved from here to there, people who are supporting the governor and the former governor, are hungry, and that's why they are going the way that they are going, and they're fueling the crisis. However, the APC in Rivers State has responded to that. The APC in Rivers State is saying that Amaechi, former governor of Rivers State, has lost his political salt, and it should not be the one to determine who is hungry or not hungry. Now, according to the Punch newspaper, as published yesterday evening, Amaechi has lost 70% of political followership in Rivers State. That is the caption. Now, according to the story, the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State has said former Minister of Transportation Amaechi has lost over 70% of his political followership in the state. Now, the article, as seen on the Punch, which quoted the Secretary of the State's APC Caretaker Committee, Eric Onwigbani, said that Amaechi, who conducted, presided over 3 elections on behalf of the APC, failed to win any of those elections. I will be back and tell you more about the story. First, let's go for a commercial break.
So I get called. There is Wabu Nigeria. My Edopianewa Utemaro Dumelo Pia Bikekure cervical cancer. Dumelo bere win Pianewa. Dumelo ama aba nubakure human papilloma virus HPV. Badabe dumelo ama temalo umaengampie bakure human papilloma virus vaccine HPV. Piagbom yongonewa le ereniazua ki yon loop. Leniazua asi primary healthcare centers atuble erebabirade abu oenoama lo uma egampie. Egampie ama poe lo le ozua ki yon ki topie pia government bakure primary healthcare centers we do check up. Doko ibelo pia imione wani lelo dumelo iyon Obe baby kwe 0806 914 9905. No wema aba the River State Primary Health Care Management Board, Lewa Partners.
We are back. This is your #1 talk station, Nigeria Info.
And now, Hard Facts on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, yes, you're listening to Hard Facts on 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kaladako Rubatabo. Good afternoon to you once again. Remember, we're live on Facebook, or live on YouTube, active on X, Nigeria Info PH. You can also follow me online. D Kalada is my handle, TheKalada. All right now we're looking at the big stories, and I was just telling you about the APC Rivers State yet again in the news for controversial statements, and one of the trending stories from the APC is that they are saying that the former governor of Rivers State, Amaechi, has lost his political salt, and they are saying because you presided over 3 elections on behalf of the APC in Rivers State, and you lost all 3 from 2015 up until 2023. Said even as minister, he wasn't able to use his influence on behalf of the party. They also made reference to his followers not following him because of him not being a proper. I don't know if I'm the one interpreting it, but I'm going to read it from the Punch newspaper scene. Now, Onwigbani further said, aside from losing support base. Amaechi, a former governor of the state, has also lost 3 election circles from 2015 to 2023, despite being what he termed a super minister and an influential member of the former President Muhammadu Buhari kitchen cabinet as a 2-time director general of Buhari's presidential campaigns. He noted that Amaechi should rather ponder on why generations of followers were leaving his political camp rather than throw tantrums and accusations. I'm quoting him as seen on the Punch newspaper. Amaechi has lost over 70% of his followership. I am done working with Amaechi. Let me tell you the type of leader Amaechi is. In 2019, during the presidential campaign rally of President Buhari at the Adokie Amiasimaka Stadium, 16 Rivers people died due to stampede. 3 persons from Obiakpo and other LGAs of the state. Amaechi visited 3 families in Obiakpo and promised the families through their leaders that he would do something for the deceased families, but he didn't turn up. That is the kind of leader Amaechi is. So I did not quote it out of context, right? I did not quote the article out of context. And anyways, I would leave that story now and look at my final big story. And my final big story has got to do with the petroleum sector. And I wonder if it is voodoo. I wonder if it is a curse. I wonder if I really am wondering a lot of things. If it is our fate as a country to ensure that the petroleum sector never really works. Why am I saying so? Now, reports that I did see on the pages of newspapers, or a report that I did see on the pages of newspapers, says Dangote Refinery postpones kickstart of petrol supply to July. And this is something that was supposed to have kickstarted since August 2023, and this is June, and now we're getting into July, or now we're being told we would have to wait till July for us to be able to enjoy petroleum products from Dangote's refinery. I don't know. I understand it's a private investment. It's privately owned, but it just reflects the current state of the refineries in the country. Every time I think of Dangote's refinery, it reflects on the state of our petroleum sector in the country, because I'm thinking, if Dangote is facing all of these challenges, what is the guarantee that our refineries will come on stream? I mean, last week Dangote was complaining the reason why it did not start when he was supposed to start, because he did not have crude oil supply. Now I'm wondering what the problem is. So I'm just going to go to the newspaper and I'm going to read from the newspaper, and I'm going to see what the challenge is, because was it yesterday, was it the day before, we saw reports talking about how our petrol is being smuggled to neighboring countries and sold for 1,700 naira per liter. And then I'm thinking, yesterday, one of the reasons why I didn't take that story, because I was thinking, is this, a back door for them to increase petrol prices? Oh, you know what? We're selling our petrol so cheap. And so I really didn't take it. But then again, it shows you the kind of racketeering that is going on in the petroleum sector, right? 1,700 naira, the gain is so massive. I mean, petrol is the highest it is being sold in Nigeria, somewhere around 900 naira per liter, somewhere around that, or maybe 1,000 naira per liter, if at all it is that expensive. But when you now take it to neighboring countries, you then sell for 1,700 naira, and it's a massive gain. And it brings back the conversation as to whether the government is paying subsidy or not. It brings back that conversation all over again. However, I'm wondering, what is the problem? Why can't Dangote refine? What are the challenges? Or why are they postponing this issue to what's it called now? To July? All right, I would have to open the story later for you to read because my time is fast spent. I'm going to go to the phone lines and I'm going to get your views on the issues on the review. 0817-923-0002, 017-923-0003, and 6416. What is on your mind? Your take on, the 25 years of democratic rule in Nigeria. I'd like to hear from you. Okay. Remember, you could also send me audio and text format messages to the number 0809-030-6416. I'm going to take some audio messages and let's get talking.
Good afternoon, Canada. My name is Onyenuchia Stephen. About the Democracy Day today, June 12th. I wonder what we are celebrating. A democracy day without a power supply, without teacher salary, without pension, and still negotiating minimum wage. All of these things, the price of commodity in the market, the price of cement, the price of fuel, our refinery is not working, our educational sector is backward. We rather travel now to Ghana for education. Oh, what a mess. And we are celebrating Independence Day. What do we have an account to show for? Is it the good governance or to enable the people of Nigeria to suffer in their own country? What are we celebrating? Please, I want to ask a question. Is Nigeria practicing true democracy? Thank you very much. My name is Stephen Yenuchiesti.
All right, thank you very much, Stephen. I've got Michael from Omuma. Michael, welcome. What is on your mind?
Good afternoon. That's my brother. Yeah, I am Michael Manoba. So,
you're welcome.
I want to just talk to our labor leaders in Nigeria. So, the President, according to his statement today, he wants to send the bill to National Assembly. Sending it means that they have concluded it now. No, we don't hear from him again. All these things will push me to accuse them if they will have already collected bribes. I'm telling you. Talking of sending to National Assembly when the map is not concluded.
Okay.
No, it's not fair. It's not good.
All right.
So, thank you.
All right. We shouldn't accuse them. We should just talk for development. Lugaman from HA, welcome on the show.
Yeah. Canada. Good evening.
Yeah, welcome.
Lugaman from HA.
All right, welcome.
Yes, Canada, I want to dwell on Amaechi's story.
Okay.
About APC publicity or whatever. For me, that statement is incorrect. Incorrect in the sense that Amaechi is one man that everybody in the majority of Rivers people from style of leadership. Even when he was in Abuja, he did fantastically well. He was a governor of Rivers State here. He also did well. No one has beaten his record. So the statement of Amaechi that his supporters, of which I know many of our members are now supporting him or Wiki. They are doing it based on so much infrastructure.
Okay.
It's not far from the truth. What he said is true. But the man that lambasts him. See, let me tell you one thing. If Amaechi comes out today, maybe Amaechi is meeting in Port Harcourt today, and he has a meeting in one of the liberation, one of the stadiums. My brother, a lot of Rivers will fill the stadium. So that statement, for me, is neither here nor there. But the APC Rivers State, who are they? I'm not a member of APC. We're not loyal to them. They're not even working with us. There are few persons claiming to be APC members. We're waiting for the court. Emeka Beke is in court, and we're waiting for the outcome of the court. Whatever it is, that's where we will rely. So people, they are speaking for themselves, not for interest of APC and Rivers State.
All right then. Thank you very much, Luga Man. I've got Robin from HA. Robin, welcome.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, Robin, welcome.
25 years uninterrupted democracy. The president's speech, I listened to him. But I think Nigeria are in a pitiable state.
All right, tell me why.
All the areas he has raised issues did not address the renewed hope, which was his mantra. Where is the renewed hope? 25 years. At the time we were 25 years ago, our refineries were working in Canada. Civilians who have now taken over the system, are they working? They're not working. You now tell us to endure the pain and the hunger in our stomach. That is the speech of the president on a day they say it's a democracy day. 3 sticks of pepper in the market is 200 naira. Petrol, 9 something, 8 something. You buy 10,000 naira fuel, what you have is 11 liters. You can't drive to anywhere. You are telling Nigerians to endure. He didn't mention anything about the refinery he promised was going to work by December last year. He never mentioned anything about refinery. Canada. It's all right.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Ikechiko from Aba. Ikechiko, welcome. What is on your mind, please?
Hello, Canada. Good evening.
Yeah, greet you, Ikechiko.
This is Joai.
Oh, Joai. Okay, welcome.
Canada, in fact, democracy of a thing. Do you know why Hamas brought revolution in Europe? Because the type of democracy the Europeans were practicing were so capitalistic, only for the rich. And Hamas came and brought that revolution. A lot of them embraced it. The African democracy is worse than the old democracy of the Europeans that brought the revolution. So what am I trying to tell you? Africans and Nigeria endemically should endure, because the Europeans, they suffered so much before they could come to this level of their democracy. But this one we have advised. I will tell our president that the type of brain our politicians have, there's no way for Nigerian democracy. I like to look at him. He travels from Nigeria to all countries to bring investors. Very soon, Guinness will go out. GSK has gone. Sanofi has gone. All the big companies that are going, he said he's coming to bring investors. What type of brand is that? What are we seeing?
Joai, correction. The company handling Guinness actually sold their shares. Not necessarily the fact that they have gone. I mean, there still will be Guinness in Nigeria.
But they're shaking now. GSK has gone. And Sanofi has gone. Major companies have gone. This man is traveling. He's bringing investors. The ones here that are going out.
All right.
It doesn't make sense. Canada.
People sell their shares every now and then.
Time and life work together. If the poor man cannot revolutionize himself, you will let him enjoy his suffering.
All right, then.
Suffering as well.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Dede from Iwofe. Dede, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
I greet you, Canada. Good afternoon.
I greet you too. Good afternoon.
Let me look at the president's speech today for the Democracy Day. He helped us to remind us of the history. I think governance in the country reminds the citizens most of the histories of those things that has happened, which for me, I think is a good one. No matter how they try to tell us the history in a selective manner. And looking at what is happening today, bringing democracy into view, I think Nigeria, in the real sense, is not practicing democracy. Reasons being that right from that very day that we said that we are practicing democracy, the citizens and their things has not been adhered to. And when you say one man is the chief in command, that is military terms. And that is the reason why you can see in Okwama, president can give an order. That is not democracy. An army will invade the whole place. It is the same thing that happened in Abia State. Army took place. There is no democratic way of handling issues in democracy in Nigeria. And they have failed us, including the president. And it pains me that the state we are into, that is Rivers State, that they stand back of what the governor is saying. You people don't play it. What's the problem? You play this thing. Did Fubra not make any speech that we can play with here?
If we had it,
advocate.
Okay,
and I don't like it.
All right, then. Thank you very much for your thoughts. If we had it, we will play it. I wonder what you mean by we're not playing it. But let's say this one. So says, greetings, Canada. Democracy Day celebration in Nigeria is like annual ritual, but I must say only the political leaders are enjoying. The rest of other less privileged Nigerians have nothing to celebrate. This is very unfortunate. Nicholas Erasmus. And this one says, the Canada healthy. I wasted 20 plus minutes of my day listening to that watery statement from the president. Contrary to his mantra, that statement was that of renewed hopelessness. For ex-Governor Amaechi, despite the fact that he has gone extinct politically, everything he said was true. As soon as Governor Sim is done with his administration, all these praise singers of his will leave him behind because they are political. I can use that word on radio, but simply goodness from Malakaya living in Nigeria. Thank you very much for that one. This one says, celebrating democracy Day every year is just a waste of time. The current situation we are in right now in Nigeria is far from democracy. Amaechi is still 100% relevant in politics. His style of politics is rare and I respect it. Lastly, Nigerians are earnestly waiting for Dangote Petrol till December. Greetings, Mr. Kalada. Anna, thank you very much. I wonder if this... Okay, it's not for me. It's Monday. Let's take a listen to this one.
Kalana, good afternoon. My name is Honorable Da, A.K. Honorable Da from Nkoro. I don't agree with the APC. Amaechi has many more members now than before. If you keep the former governor Amaechi and keep the former governor of Rivers, the Chief Barrister James Wike, Amaechi has a lot of supporters, more than Wike. Thank you very much. God bless. I remain Honorable Da from Nkoro.
Today is a democracy day. Though it's laughable. Mainly listening to the president's broadcast this morning. And these 25 years and nothing to boast about our dear nation, our dear country, Nigeria. We can't boast of any single thing. Our refinery not working, unemployment keep increasing on daily basis, insecurity, we are like oh, it's so unfortunate. Like, our politicians are being celebrated. If you ask me to define democracy, I will tell you that democracy is only the government of the politicians in their generation, not the government of the people and for the people. So I'm like, seriously, I don't see anything wrong with this government trying to bring out a blueprint for this country. Please, 25 years of democracy is not just a 25 days. Please, let our leaders try to have human conscience. My humble self, Comrade Gospel.
All right, then. Thank you very much. This one says, I want to ask, what is the quality of our democracy in Nigeria? Because we have kept on doing comparisons. 25 years of what? Clef Austin Rodriguez is asking. Let's take a listen to this one now.
Hello, Canada. Good afternoon. My name is Ira Buchikano. Nigeria celebrating Democracy Day today. It is unfortunate that the people of Nigeria are celebrating Democracy Day on an empty stomach. That's very unfortunate. Having said that, please, I want to say something about the national anthem. They say that the national anthem was given to us by the military. But the same thing with the Constitution. If you want to change the national anthem, since it was given by the military, well, why not also change the Constitution? Because it is equally given by the military. See, Nigerian leaders are taking Nigerians as ping pong. Just trying to tell you this, tell you that, all in a bid of remove your eyes from the goalpost. There's hunger in the land. I encourage people to come out and do revolution. It is the right of the people. Go and check the history of the world. You see,
now I would have to pause there, Rabuchi. When you say revolution, what do you? I mean, you need to. I've asked this question like the second or third time this week now. You need to clarify what you mean by revolution. Are you saying people should go out there and protest what is rightfully theirs? Yes, protest. Even the police mentioned it yesterday. It's illegal. But when you say revolution, I wonder what you mean. So you would have to clarify, because I'm stepping down that voice note. But let's move on now. This one says Tony Okocha and his group are not the ones to tell us whether Amaechi is popular or not. The 27 lawmakers they claim to have defected to the APC have been proven to be a fraud and deceit by Tony Okocha and his group to deceive President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for him to feel that APC is on ground in Rivers State. It has all turned out to be the biggest fraud of all times. John from Port Harcourt. This one says, Canada, good afternoon. Amaechi is a man that many persons respect here in Rivers State. He stopped marching ground from any community, and he made many persons develop their landed properties, come rain, come shine. We love Amaechi with our full chest. Emeka from Igruta. Let's take a listen to this one now.
Canada, good afternoon. This is Chimo Zama. I don't know why callers mistake everything. Is it that they just want to criticize or what? The difference between Democracy Day and the President's anniversary. Just last week, May 29th, the President read that what he was going to do and what he has done. It is Democracy Day. He took this time to talk about our democracy, how we fought hard to get the democracy, people that made sacrifice for democracy. I was still wanting to repeat what he said again just a week ago. That's not fair now. Please, let's cut the man some slack. We just want to criticize whatever the man says. It's not because of our hunger. It's a global thing. I said he's going to fix it. I'm not an APC member, but please, things are too much. Thank you.
Greetings, KDB. Aesthetic from my three. KDB, if I say let me laugh at Nigeria, you might not have the time to afford that laughter because it will be too long. There's a question, $1 million question you usually ask us, what if it works? I'm putting back the question to you right now. KDB, what if it works? For 1 full year now, we cannot have the basic thing that keeps us going in Nigeria, the basic thing that would have turned our fortune, called the refinery. We cannot have it. Because why? Those driving the vehicle of this nation knows that at the heart of the liberation of the Nigerian citizen is the refinery and the petrol. So they cannot allow it to work. Even that of the Dangote, well, they might want it to work anytime soon, because why? They can easily defend why Dangote can sell at any price. But you see that of the government owned, where Nigerians will ask them, why is the price this way? So they don't want those bothering of those question bugging. They don't want it, so it will not work. As for the president today telling us to endure and telling me that he's feeling my pain, I will not say anything.
All right.
But he should know that no king reign forever.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's take a listen to this.
Good afternoon, Kalada Sukari from Afuda West. That Honorable Wayne, I can't remember the name very well. The Ogoni guy is saying that Amaechi had lost his political relevance in Rivers State. And I want to ask, what is relevance? If relevance is anything that it means, that means the same man knows that Amaechi had not lost his relevance. That's why he is talking about the man. Rotimi Chibike Amaechi is an icon. He is an iconic personality that nobody can deny his place in the politics of Nigeria. A man that have gone through it all, that he conducted, was Amaechi INEC to conduct election. Amaechi partook in elections and was robbed. If he was robbed of whosoever he supported and it happened this way, how far those who claim that they succeeded in elections, how far, who is crying? The man Rotimi Amaechi is living at peace, in serious peace, while those who claim that Amaechi had lost it all are the ones wallowing in penury, emotional breakdown. So Rotimi Amaechi had not lost nothing. Rotimi Amaechi stands a man and will stand a man in the polity of this country. And it's the first to reckon with. They also know that. They just want to talk. Thank you.
All right, different views, different opinions on this very matter. But let's take a look at Emi Fiaga's post. Greetings, Canada. On the matter of democracy, I think one of our major problems is our hypocrisy. The man who is demanding liberation of the people from suffering as created by the 25 years democracy is busy hailing Peter Obi, who contributed to the failure and hunger in a unit of the Federation as governor in this 25 years democracy, or hailing Governor Alex Oti or Governor Simfobara, who has done nothing to improve food supply or boost industry in some units of the Federation, but busy castigating President Tinubu and Nigeria for failure. Are the aforementioned names not party to our sufferings? This is hypocrisy and double-sidedness. Emi Fiaga, all right, that's your opinion. This one says, keep me anonymous, please. Good afternoon, Canada. We're not practicing democracy, but plutocracy. Happy plutocracy day, she, a lady actually, she said. Let's take a listen to this.
Hello, Canada. I have to say that we are not yet practicing democracy, because if democracy is government of the people, for the people, and to the people, why our voices are not being heard? How long we are calling to fix our refinery? Is it done up to now? They will call it democracy. Use our taxpayers' money, fix it. We are not fixing it. Democracy, where the choice of people is not manifesting in from police agencies, polling unit. Democracy, when people, the law of this country favors some people, and the law of this country prosecutes some people. Is it democracy? Canada, we are not near there. See democracy. A sitting president in America today, the son have been indicted. Outgoing presidents also be indicted, waiting for punishment. That is called democracy. Until we grow up to that level, I will not say it's democracy. What we are doing now is demonstration of grace. Thank you.
My goodness. I had to stop that one. Okay, I was going to check if we had any other commercial, but no. This one says, Kalada, good day. Amaechi should not blame anyone that is supporting Governor Sim or Wike. He created the room for that, not communicating with his followers, not coming down to give them home support. So he should blame himself for that. If I Chuku Wodo. Okay, all right, let's take this one and let's take a listen.
Good afternoon. Democracy Day. The president just came to tell us how, or tell people, most especially the Gen Z, the parts of 1993 that they did not meet, that he was a part of that struggle. Yet, if people come out to do the same struggle against bad governance, he will be among the people to tell the security operatives to get rid of the people. We cannot protest, we cannot speak for our rights. And then, why was the president falling this morning? He no chop.
Oh, come on now, come on. Okay, I'm just going to skip that. Former President Donald Trump fall. So when we have conversations, I mean, anybody can fall. You can fall. I can fall. Anybody can fall. So let's once again not make mockery of the office of the president. I know we all have our political differences, but we should be, what's the word now? We should talk for development. Let me put it that way. All right, let's take a listen to this one.
Since 1999, what we are practically practicing is civilian rule, not democratic governance. I have come to believe that if one think of democracy outside the West, mostly in Nigeria, is persistently bedeviled with problems because of bad leadership. That is kind of democracy and poor leadership approach by the presumed elected official. Only few states like Abia basically trying to provide dividend of democracy for now, and followed by the present governor in Rivers State with peaceful approach for the deployment of our state. John Barry Karabo Nelson from Ogutown.
All right, what a way to put it. What a way to say it. But let's go to Facebook now. I think I still have a lot of messages to read on WhatsApp, but let's go to Facebook and let's see what we have on Facebook and read comments therein. The network is even very slow today, I would not lie, but I will try my best to read social media messages. Emmanuel Silvanus Okuna Viobo says, the more I hear about the problems with the refineries, the more I get mad at Tinubu for not restoring subsidy until at least 2 refineries are totally functional. When we have Dangote and Port Harcourt refineries working, then subsidy can go. Our leaders are just wicked and incompetent. And then Ferdinand Nwodo says, Canada, good day. Amaechi should not blame anybody that is supporting Governor Sima Wike. I think I've read that one via WhatsApp. Akinwumi Olamide Wunmite says, good afternoon, please. Okay, not for this. That's not for this conversation. So Stango Ability Adrego says, honestly, I'm not impressed with Mr. President's speech because he failed to address key issues confronting the country. All right. The network is slow, so I can't even get to see some of the messages therein. But I'm going to go back to WhatsApp now. I'm going to go back to WhatsApp and let's see. This one says, Kalada, you talk about refineries and crude oil not being supplied to Dangote. If I tell you the people involved in the repairs of the refineries, it will surprise you as a journalist. Secondly, Dangote has not been initiated into the IOC. That even your president has not been initiated despite being the Minister of Petroleum. There is more to this, okay? So you're saying the cabal, right? Nigeria democracy. Do I have fabulous? I don't think I can read your message. My time is up. I've got to go for the news. Please do stay tuned.